For this, then I thought, well, I'll see if Zoom's on.
No, I just now started it, and it should be going live here in about 2 seconds or so.
Lorna worked today.
She did, and we actually got home early. Just walked in the door. About 5.
She done now?
I believe so. Yes.
Ask her to work tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's her scheduled day off, so we will see. I think Saturday is the day they're going to call and say, "Hey, would you like to work? Or can you work? Or why aren't you at work?" or something.
Well, she told him she was resigning effective Friday, right?
She handed him a written resignation, yes. So that doesn't mean anything, though. If you give it to the wrong person and they don't tell the right people, hey, Dave, good to see you, man. Are you streaming still, or did you end your stream? I was watching him earlier tonight. I had some things I was contemplating doing, and I thought, you know what? No, I'm just going to sit here. I only had about a half hour before I had to go pick her up. I thought I'm just going to sit here and watch another YouTuber, which I did. So,
where'd you get the little logo or the thing for the stream with the band on it and all of that?
That came from Robert.
Okay.
Because I'm all the time joking about living in a van down by the river.
Well, yeah, I saw that.
That's what that is. So
is that something he made for you, or did he find that
someplace? I would imagine he went and found it. I don't know for sure. Hopefully he'll be here tonight because he took the night off. So Alex swears up and down he can show me how to do the cartoonish avatar thing without downloading anything to my computer.
I think Alex told me once he did his on his phone with an app.
That didn't surprise me. That didn't surprise me a bit. Earlier today, Alex and I actually got Robert to download OBS, install.
Well, I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah. He did good. He really did good. He probably learned more in that little half hour, 45 minutes than I learned in a couple weeks. Seriously.
I'm still trying to put together my new computer.
Yeah,
I software stuff on it. I still don't have email on it yet.
Yeah, I actually put email on my phone yesterday because we ran into a situation where we needed to reply to an email, and it was either put it on the phone or go find a computer. I just put it on the phone. Easiest thing to do. So I may break down and actually buy a capture card when we finally get moved and settled. Because there's one thing I want to do live that right now I can't do live, and that involves OBS. And Robert hooked his up, and it works just fine. So, if not saying it's the way.
Capture card?
Yeah, he bought one. He actually bought the same one Alex has, and then he hooked it up, and it was kind of funny. He hooked it up, went to see it, and it wasn't there. So I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have to have a source in? Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, I got it with this email. The way I'm doing it using Thunderbird. When you have the Thunderbird app on your computer, you can't use the same password that you use when you log in on the web.
Really?
You have to go and get a special password for the app. And then you just install the password in your app, and it just stays there.
Right.
But it's not the same one that you use for reading the email on the web.
Huh.
Which is weird to me. And I haven't figured out yet. I may need to have a separate one for each computer I have the email app on. So that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I was kind of frustrated. Had I known we were going to need to be in the email, I would have put an email on the phone while we were here, and I wouldn't have to change any passwords. It was really relatively simple. I said, I know my login, but I could not remember my password, and I just changed it, and then I changed it back real quick. So not a big deal. Not a big deal at all.
Something screwy here. I just updated Zoom today, and then I'm having to redo some of the stuff for the backgrounds.
That's possible. OBS came out with another update today, and there was another creator that solved the 26.2.0 issue, and it does work. I'm actually using 26.2 right now, and it's working just fine. And the lower thirds worked. So,
well, anyway, I couldn't do the blur.
Huh.
What did I miss?
And then there was a thing to click on. It says download the smart virtual background package, and it did something. And now the blur and all the other things I had been using with the last version of Zoom are back.
Carrie and I are going to have a talk. I just got a notification on my phone. Watch Carrie Holzman live in 30 minutes. Computer diagnostics repair part 2 teardown. Oh man, he just does not know who he's messing with.
Oh.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, I got to step out of sync. I'll be right back.
No problem. You didn't miss anything. I just got started literally 6 minutes ago, and Jeff and I were just catching up on what's going on.
So my mom has told me that you want me to be ready to go to bed at 11:30. So I've still got about an hour or so. If you want me to show you how to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how we can do it so that it goes out over the stream itself, because this is a window capture on Zoom. And
Can I just screen share my screen and?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. That'll work.
You can just go to the website on your end, and
sure.
You can.
May have to figure out how I want to do this though.
This is it here.
Bitmoji.com.
It's called Bitmoji.com. All you have to do right here is click on this Go to My Account button.
Right.
It'll ask you. You can click on here where it says Sign Up, and go here, make an account. You do want to use your Gmail account, so it'll be a legit email.
Okay.
But then you'll be able to sign in, and you'll be able to make your avatar.
So maybe this is not a window. Maybe this is a display because it's actually showing up on the YouTube stream, and that's good. That's good that I made a mistake thinking it was a window. So I can't use the fake email that I created, you're saying?
I would not.
Okay.
No, you cannot, because that fake email is no longer active. So you have to go in and make another. You have to go back to that 10-minute mail website, have it generate another email, and use that if you wanted to.
It's good for the.
Just keep another fake email. Just those fake emails are only good for one-time use.
Right.
And once you leave the website, it regenerates another one. So you have to, if you wanted to, you would have to make another fake email just for this, and keep those credentials written down somewhere in a notepad, just like you do with those ones.
All right. So if you don't mind, let me bring up the Earth, my blur screen, and let me see when. Okay. Go ahead and log in and demonstrate how that works, if you would, please, if you can, if you don't mind.
Okay, I will. Hopefully, I still remember my password.
Password manager. Hey, Matthew Kemp. Good evening to you.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Password manager. Hey, Matthew Kemp. Good evening to you.
While you're doing that, while you're logging in, I'm going to go grab my coffee because I can smell that it's done.
While you're doing that, while you're logging in, I'm going to go grab my coffee.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Greg.
And the emphasis is on the word light. I know I'll get it later. I'm aware of that. once you get logged in, let me know and I'll unblur YouTube.
Okay, I'm logged in.
All right, let me change the scene then. So oh man, it looks good, Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us about, there we go. Boy, it's got good, got no delay tonight whatsoever so far. So Alex is going to show me how to create an avatar.
I logged in, and it's been a while since I've logged into here. So this is what I get. I can change my outfit, edit my Bitmoji, or do connected apps. You don't have to worry about connected apps, because all you want to do is be able to go through their search and download an image and save it on your computer. And be able to put it in Zoom or whatever your profile picture is that you want for whatever website.
Okay, so how do you do that, or can you do that? Just is that
See,
edit?
I've got the option for change outfit or edit Bitmoji.
Right.
If I go to edit Bitmoji, I can click on that, and it will bring up my Bitmoji, and I can change whatever, all my little hairstyles and nose styles, ear styles, and everything.
So once you've created it, then you pretty much can only go in and edit what you create. Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can change the whole thing. By edit what it means is you can go in and literally change the whole thing if you want to. You can make yourself a woman instead of a man if you wanted to, and change your whole skin color, hairstyle, everything.
All right. Well, once you stop sharing your screen, don't close that just yet, and I'll show you what my thought pattern is. So go ahead and stop sharing your screen a second, and then let me go over here. Let me bring the earth back up, so I don't think I'm going to show anything sensitive, but you never know with me. Okay, so I believe what I'm looking for is in here and in here. Make this full screen. Yeah. So what I'm wanting to do is the full screen. Let me go back over here. Now I'm going to actually have to do some things. All right, so Robert sent me this, and it says, obviously it's what's his name from Saturday Night Live, in a van. It says, living in a van down by the river. I kind of want to Photoshop a cartoon image of me right here, and that's the whole purpose for this. I believe once I get one created, I can go into Photoshop and maybe DaVinci Resolve. I'm not sure. Photoshop for sure.
You should be able to do that.
Yeah.
You should be able to go into Photoshop and layer the images on top of each other, and then make it look like you're riding in a van or whatever car. Just like that. Just get the right Bitmoji avatar, because once you get your actual avatar created, they got a whole bunch of different ones of like different poses and stuff like that.
Right.
So you can just go in there, pick whichever one will be the best one for your application, and then download it and layer it in Photoshop and then export it as together as one image, and then that should be what you're looking for.
Yep, I agree. Okay, so that'll work. So see how bad the delay is. Oh, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to experiment and make this full screen and see what happens. I'm full screen on my Zoom monitor, and oh good, that is perfect. Don't like the little black things around there, but that is so good. So this is actually 27.2.0, and lower thirds does work, in case you missed the opening. If I go in here and start lower thirds, it's going to pop up and be too big, and it's going to cover.
So 27.2.0 is different than 27.2.
Yeah, and the newest one's 27.2.1. That's the newest one.
That's confusing. 27. You would think they wouldn't put the 0 in there as the last number, and go directly to 1.1, because you would think they would go from 27.2 to 27.2.1 and not 27.2.0.
Yep. Yeah, I got a notification to update. I've not done it yet, and as you can see, it's a little big, and it covers up most of the picture of whoever's in that lower left-hand corner, which is Alex this time. Sorry, Alex, not picking on you. Seriously.
Well, I'm not in the. I'm in the upper right-hand corner on my Zoom window on my screen.
Well, I'm going to shut lower thirds off anyway, so I was just demonstrating that it does work. The patch they made or the correction they made did work, and I still have it on 27.
Is that your supper tonight, Greg?
Well, that looks good.
I just pulled that.
Hash browns, steak.
And
What time's breakfast?
11:30 to 1:30.
Is that what you made, or did you just download it?
Yeah, I just downloaded it. Something different.
Looks good. I like the meatloaf one too. That looked real good as well. So, been a productive day. I'm really happy with the way the day turned out. I was really, I enjoyed working with Alex when we got Robert up and running. That was fun. And Robert confirmed what I had been thinking. He only has that connected to one computer, so I don't need to worry about another computer. When the time comes, I'll get with Alex and he'll walk me through hooking up my capture card.
And now that Robert has a capture card, when he does a repair of another customer's computer and gets on here on Zoom, I expect him to have it hooked up, expecting to have his that other computer, whatever computer he's working on, hooked up to that and showing it to us over Zoom or whatever.
Right, and the only reason I need it is because when I bring OBS over here to this monitor, this is just hell. Nobody can keep up with that. Even if I go into studio mode, it's still got the the mirroring effect and infinity screen. Even if I turn this on, it's coming up, but it's just rough. So I don't want to work with that. So that's that's the only reason I need it. Well, and it is a need at this point in time.
My main reason for needing a capture card, because this is like my fourth capture card that I've had over the years. But my main reason for needing a capture card is so I can digitize people's VHS tapes and save them on the computer and put them on DVD,
right?
Or
Yeah.
put them on flash drive or YouTube or wherever that they want.
Hi, Jason. I'm not even going to attempt your last name, but obviously you came over from David's channel. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We do this nightly, usually around 10:30, although for the next 10 days it'll be much earlier because my wife no longer is working and I can get started way earlier.
It just so happens that because this capture card that me and Robert now have as HDMI, I can also stream my Wii and my games and all that over it too. So
yeah. Well, there's a way I can do it.
Thanks to you, I can. You get me started streaming, so now I can be streaming my games because my capture card I was using before. Number one, it didn't have HDMI, and number two, it required. It didn't play.
Jeff's back. Stop talking about him. He can't hear us yet.
It didn't play it all with OBS, so you have to use their software and their drivers that came with the capture card.
Yeah, I started with OBS. If I had started with StreamYard or anything else, that's what learned that's what I'd be using. I don't know if it's good or bad that I learned on OBS.
Well, now that I've started using OBS for all my recording, whenever I get a capture card, whenever I have to get another capture card, I'm going to make sure that whatever capture card I get is compatible with OBS.
Hey, Rick.
Hello.
Hey, Rick. You're making me hungry, Greg.
Well, that makes you hungry. Get my own snacks.
Well, if that makes you hungry, I've got my coffee. I don't know if that's going to make anybody hungry or not, but
If that don't do the trick.
it does look good, though, Greg. It does look good. So, yeah, the good thing is,
That's what I
Alex.
generally get when we go out to eat on Sundays: 2 eggs, New York steak, and O'Brien potatoes.
Yep. Those look good too, Rick.
I went grocery shopping today. I'm gonna blew $300. It will only last me about 3 weeks.
Yeah, boy, groceries are getting expensive.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So the nice thing is with Alex and this capture card, we already know it's going to work with OBS, so I don't have to worry about anything. I'll just, when I get it, I'll get a hold of him and he'll walk me through hooking it up like we did with Robert, and then hopefully I can do that. If not, there is a way I can do it. I just cannot do it as a live stream, and I really want to do it as a live stream.
Now, what will the capture card let you do? Let you do the Zoom and the live stream?
Right now, if I try to
time?
bring Zoom on, it's got the mirroring infinity look to it, and it's just confusing. When I
Murphy's Law being what it is, when you go to buy the capture card, they'll have discontinued that model.
Probably.
Or that would be my, I told you I've been trying to get a graphics card.
Yes.
I got an email from EVGA. I had signed up for them to notify me when they had one in stock, and they had a few of them at list price. By the time I got logged in, they were gone.
Yeah.
That happened to somebody. That happened to Darren. Darren was telling me he had something similar to that happen.
And so I just re-signed up for the next notification. But they were offering them at list, $238. So there's hope, I guess.
I got an email today. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's this one.
But mine came yesterday, and I didn't look at my email until this morning. And lo and behold, and they said in the email, hurry up and log in because we don't have many.
Sure.
But sure enough, by the time I logged in, they didn't have any.
Yeah, I got notified by Amazon today for a MSI NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 for $590, 6GB GDDR6, $590. Okay, scroll down one page. Zotac Gaming GeForce RTX 3050, Twin Edge OC 8GB of GDDR6, $465.29. Which to me seems like that's a little bit better of a deal. I don't know. I was kind of waiting for Gary because he seems to be a little bit knowledgeable of that. What do you think, Rick? You think the second one's a better buy, or should I wait?
I'd wait.
Well, the problem with waiting is that price could fluctuate. It could float back up.
True.
If it's on a downward trend,
That's true.
if it is on one, then I'd snatch it. But it's up to you.
Yeah.
You can wait or you can buy it. But
Yeah, 465 is not that bad. I've got that in my gift card bank, so to speak. So that's not bad. And I do want to use that to hopefully help the channel out somehow. Now, I don't know that would actually do it. The green screen, maybe. I don't know that. I mean, it is what it is. So I may get that.
Well, it's interesting, yeah. Amazon claims to have the same card I was looking at EVGA, but it says one in stock, and they want $600 for it, and EVGA was going to sell it at $238. So I think I'm going to wait. I mean, I'm functioning without a graphics card.
Right, as am I, and other than when I render stuff out, it takes forever. So in case anyone didn't catch it, Carrie will be live in about 8 minutes. Live computer in diagnostics and repair part 2 teardown.
Hell, he spent 2.5 hours yesterday and took out 2 graphics cards.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, that's not what I tune in for. I don't tune in for the Sterling conversation. Sorry about that.
Yeah, he comes here for the Sterling conversation.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Kerry has said in the past he doesn't want people there that are there for the conversation. They're not there to watch him do computers. He's there to talk. Nowadays, he wasn't like that years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why he changed.
Well, when I first started watching him, which was what, a year and a half, 2 years ago, it was, I mean, there was some conversation going on, but there was usually some tech work going on at the same time. He could talk and pull a card out at the same time or whatever.
Right.
Or at least he could talk and run, go use a leaf blower or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I gotta see this one real quick. Yeah, it's muted, so we're good there. Yep.
Oh, Alex, don't do that.
Kind of snakes are those, if that's what they are.
Yeah, you were talking about the cost at the grocery store, Rick. This last Sunday we went to our little place we always go to. It's a little cafe at the North Las Vegas airport here. And they finally had to give in and raise the prices. They had new menus. And so the price of my meal, which is like the thing behind Greg there, except added on some wheat toast or whatever, went up from like $9.95 to $11.95. Well, they had been stalling as long as they could to hold off the price increase. So I mean, I can't complain. They're trying to have reasonable prices there, and the lady that owns it is the great aunt of my two oldest granddaughters. So I mean, we aren't really related, but we have a family connection there.
Sure.
And I know she's not trying to screw anybody over or whatever.
And Carrie's got 51 people waiting, and there's some, as Doug would call it, chit chat going on in chat.
Well,
Tony just posted a drumstick. Oh, all this food. Good thing I had a decent dinner tonight. But the Oreos, that was, boy, that one was good, Rick.
yeah, we had leftovers, so the steak looks tempting.
Yeah.
Except I can't afford a steak anymore.
Same here.
Except on, we do the thing Sunday once a week. That's about the only time my wife gets out of the house, except to go to the doctor. And so we try to do that. I mean, that's the one thing she gets a week.
Right.
I'm pretty much the same way. I pretty much have been in the house except for going to church twice a week. And whenever we have to get out and go do something, you know, every once in a while.
If you guys think the prices of food and gas are bad now,
Yeah.
this war over Russia and Ukraine, prices are going to triple from what they are today.
Yeah, that's what they said.
We'll see the price of oil dropped today a little bit.
How much is it now, a barrel, do you know?
Well, it
$1 a
was
barrel is what they said tonight.
around $100 and it dropped back down a little bit before the close today. 90, something like that, was it, Rick?
Yeah, something like that.
We'll see.
Stay there long, but then just watch the 10 o'clock news or 10:30 news or whatever, and they said it's back up to $100 a barrel.
Okay.
Did you guys see where Sally Kellerman passed away today?
No.
Hot Lips Houlihan.
Yeah, from the movie, not the TV show.
Right, from the movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Loretta Swit played her in the TV show.
Right.
She was 84. Wow. Uh-oh, I lost my link. Where did I go? Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm lost. I got to find the right button to push here. So was it Gary that said reach out to the creators for this OBS thing the other night? I believe. Or did I dream that?
Remember.
I don't either. Anyway, I reached out to the one that I really thought today would be getting back to me. And I said, hey, I watched your link. I fixed lower thirds. Great job. Good video. But I have a question. How do I make lower thirds go from box 1 to box 2 to box 3 to box 4? His reply was, it's in the timing. So in other words, he's not going to help me. I'm just wondering if maybe in the next couple of days he'll do a video on it, though, and show people how to do it, which is fine, you know, with me. But I found it kind of interesting. Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
I think it was either him or one of the other guys said that the latest version of either OBS, yeah, I think it's OBS, the 27.3 or whatever it is, it's fixed a few problems.
Yep, you still have to go in and redock your docking station, and I got lucky and I only had to go change one thing, so that was kind of cool. I did not update today. I got a notification for 27.2.1, but I haven't updated it yet, and I probably won't for a while. No sense in it, really. I wonder where Robert's at. Probably all worn out. Well, he and I streamed or Zoomed for a couple, 3 hours before anyone joined. And then Blackwatch and I were talking from about 9:15 to about 9:45. I had to leave early tonight because I knew she was getting off at 10 tonight. They did do kind of a nice thing. They scheduled her to work in a section which is only a one-person area, and I thought that was kind of nice. Little resting type of night on her last night. So, yeah. So 3 days from now, when you see me, my hair will be standing up on end, and I'll be all stressed out. I'm like, God, I wish she'd go back to work.
Tell her to go shovel the snow.
I did that today. I actually shoveled the. It was more ice than anything, but it was shovelable, if that's such a word. And we never did get anything else. And then I watched the news, and it's nothing. It's gone. So we're predicting 47 to 51 next week. So hopefully the snow is gone. March is here. Weather picks up. Then we'll have the wind and the rains and everything else. So, but I'd rather have
Another
that.
storm's supposed to be going through the Midwest.
Midwest is gonna get nailed again. For what, the third time this year? Third or fourth?
Still been an odd winter for us, though. It's been a relatively mild winter. I don't know about where Rick's at, but we've had a mild winter.
Well,
Here.
we were supposed to have a kind of a mild winter, kind of above average, but that proved out to be a big, huge something different.
And now Blackwatch is on panel on Chuck's deal.
We've gotten over 25 inches of snow so far. We usually don't get that in the winter.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
We
would.
usually get 15, 16, maybe 17.
Yeah,
You know, we're over 25 now. Damn.
that's a lot of snow.
Mm-hmm.
How much is still on the ground?
I'd say probably about 19 inches.
Wow.
But the wind has been so bad, it's been blowing the snow from one area to the other. So
Right, drifting
it
it.
may have had 8 inches of snow on one side of the road. You go down the road 2 days later, and it's got, well, I can see grass. Well, that's because it got blown to the other side of the road.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I've seen that. So, Alex, that potato looks pretty good too, by the way. I don't know about what that salad thing's supposed to be, but that looks good. Man, does that look good.
Gary's live, I think.
Yep, Gary's live. Just got the notification pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least tonight we won't have to listen to it through someone else. If you guys want to listen to it, that's fine.
I think I'll stay here with the Sterling conversation.
I appreciate
Hey,
that.
Well,
I'll stay here with us seniors.
yeah. At least it's good as stainless steel, if not sterling silver.
Yeah, Alex, you were going to say something?
I have something else. To show you. You see this up here at the top? You see my mouse?
Yep,
It's got this little Bitmoji icon.
yep.
It's a Chrome extension that you download and put in Chrome. And then if I click on this, you see it'll load up a whole bunch of different pictures like I was talking about.
Right, right.
Just go through here and search.
Now, did you create all those separately, or?
No, it's automatic. And then all you have to do, if you want to save one on your computer to use wherever, all you have to do is right click on it and click on Save Image As, and then it
Okay,
will.
now how did you
download.
make them? Did you send it one photo of yourself to start with?
No, you go on this website and you manually make an avatar, and then it automatically generates all these different backgrounds and different things.
What website did you make your avatar on?
Bitmoji.com.
Okay. Alrighty.
This website here.
All right.
But you gotta have an account to use it.
Yep, I seen that. That's kind of the only negativity or drawback I see at this point in time, but I'll ponder it over. I just want to be.
You could always just use one of them bogus addresses, and just as long as you keep the email address and the password written down like you do with Zoom.
Right.
It'll work.
So the one I created for the Zoom won't work in there. I can't use that to create an account with it.
No, because you can't, because it'll probably want to send you a confirmation email.
They don't want to verify.
Account, and you can't get access to that inbox anymore because it's a one-time use kind of thing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Got it. Good. Well, if I can get it changed, that's the goal. So I think Jeff was here want to explain it. I'll tell you guys what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take this picture. You almost have to be watching the YouTube stream now to see this, but I'm trying to take this picture that says living in a van down by the river and taking out what's his name's face and putting my, I can't remember his name. He was a funny comedian too.
Drew Carey?
No, not Drew Carey. The guy from Saturday Night Live.
Not a Saturday Night Live viewer, so.
Yeah, well, he was in a lot of Adam Sandler movies as well.
Okay.
He had a few movies of his own, but I want to Photoshop my picture onto there. So, we'll see. It happens, it happens. What was his name? Well, someone mentioned this was a seniors channel, and we're clearly having a seniors moment, so.
Well, I'm trying to do two things at once, which means I won't get either one done.
Yeah, generally that's what it means, yes.
Carolyn Jones played the wife, didn't she?
On
Addams Family?
Oh, yeah. No, I was saying Adam Sandler. He's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Chris Farley is his name.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember him.
I didn't have to go Google it either, which is surprising.
Is he still living?
Oh, no, he died a while back.
I thought that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
If I remember correctly, he died doing a movie shoot in Mexico. He was just a big boy. His body couldn't handle the stress any
He was
longer.
Canadian.
Oh, died in 1997. Goodness, so.
Yeah, it's been a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he was Canadian. He was funny. He was funny. He worked with David Spade on a couple things.
He's from Wisconsin.
Really?
Madison, Wisconsin, where he was born.
Oh, I thought he was Canadian too.
Yeah.
I guess one of the chat rooms at
33 when he died.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess
Combined drug intoxication of cocaine and morphine overdose.
Was it in Mexico though?
Let me see. What did they say? No, found dead in his apartment in the John Hancock Center in Chicago.
Who died in Mexico then?
Oh, yeah, he had a speedball. But he had advanced hardening of the arteries, which they said was a significant factor too.
Now this will bug me. Now I got to do. I know it's not John Goodman because he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the bigger comedians.
Who the hell is that a picture of, Terry?
John Belushi, is that who you're thinking of?
No, he was a little dude actually. He died of a drug overdose under
Combined drug intoxication.
controversial circumstances. There's the normal 50-pound Peter Laycock donation.
Mm-hmm. And of course, he's warmer than we are. He's 36.
He looks like he's already on a pretty good rent and looks like he's not doing any tear down.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
But if I get to 361,000 subscribers,
You might just be renting too.
I'll finally get my order tomorrow. I ordered Tuesday on Amazon.
what'd you order?
Just some drinks and some nuts and some stuff. Just
I don't know why you had to order nuts. You got plenty
I
of
was-
nuts right here in the Zoom.
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. Boy, you read my mind. Yep, that was good. It's
And
almost
most of them are well aged.
yes, we are. Yes, we are.
See, that's my avatar in the background. So you can take those pictures and save those pictures and then import them in, use them as your background. Any of the pictures that it automatically generates.
Right. That's just something I was thinking about earlier today. Thought that'd be pretty cool to do that. I don't know where Robert found it. He sent it to me a few days ago. Hey, Gary.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Good to
He's
see you.
everywhere. He's everywhere.
Oh, is he over on Carrie's as well? Are you on Carrie's as well, Gary?
no.
Boy, that could get it.
Yeah.
That could be a tongue
know.
twister.
Sound is off, but carries on a rant about something.
Yeah,
Vets.
I've got it muted as well.
Yeah, he's about vets. How the government isn't the right to use the commissioned officers.
So,
And how he should have built that computer for that guy, but he was just a person out of a sea of users. In other words, he couldn't fix it. I don't know if it's a good or an idiot, but he didn't know how to fix it. So talk through it.
yeah. Last night he got 2 video cards removed. We'll see if he can.
Yeah, they're
pull
still
the
there. He
pants
hadn't
tonight.
done anything else with it. So, what's your weather like, Gary?
Snowing.
Better you than us.
The
Yeah,
stream
it's
is
gonna get
nice. There's still 3 fans removed tonight.
Yep.
Crystal, the stream did not die. It's still going.
Well, depends on how you look at it, though. I mean, maybe she's saying, I don't know.
I found another great job opportunity earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Never
Yeah,
been
just keep
online.
It's
replying.
an online remote job. They pay me $19 an hour, and they're only asking to hire somebody if they have a degree and or certifications like the A+ or Cisco certifications, with 0 experience with wired. So,
Yeah, just
so that's
keep plugging away whenever you see something you're
Yeah.
suited for.
Yeah.
You aren't quite up what my old college roommate did in grad school. He sent out 400 application letters and got not a single interview.
Well,
He finally got a job because the department head knew somebody who needed a guy with his qualifications. It was who you know, not.
I've done less than 400. I haven't been keeping count, but I'm sure I've done less than 400, and over a year, and I've probably gotten at least a dozen interviews over the phone and
Yeah, so that's something anyway.
combined
Yeah.
together with the phone
You
and
can
in
just
person.
keep after it.
Yep. Keep saturating. Keep putting them in. Keep looking. Keep doing what you're doing. Something will fall along. Something will come along.
Yeah, I just thought that was. I just thought that was real neat. You know, somebody would put up an ad for looking for somebody for a job, and they would take somebody just based on the fact that they got a degree or certifications and
Well, that's minimum requirements. If they find somebody that meets those requirements who wants the job. Well, sort of like this thing Ken was talking about the other day. Well, I'd like to get 300,000 for my house, but I'm going to list it for 275.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully by noon tomorrow, everything is done. The electrician's scheduled to be here at 9. Appraiser's scheduled to be here between 10 and 12. So, and then hopefully everything is
Hopefully
completed.
the electrician doesn't call again.
Wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, wouldn't surprise. I wouldn't be shocked if about 9:05 I get a call from Jan, my realtor, saying he's not going to make it today. And then I'm just going to tell her we use Jason. Be done with it. Jason's our handyman, by the way. And he said he could do it. So we will see. Fingers are crossed. Not going to lose much sleep over it.
Well, something will work in the end. You'll get it figured out.
I think so too. I think so too. So I'm going to grab this link right here.
I just found out today that people on Medicaid can get a 50% off discount on Amazon Prime. So I use that card I just got, the card I just got and saving my money, saving my mom 50%. So now, at least until I get a job and lose my benefits, she only have to pay $6.99 a month for Prime instead of whatever it is now, $14.99.
Is there any way you can take some kinds of jobs and still keep your benefits or not in Arkansas?
In my case, it all depends on how much I'm making, because if they take away when it comes to my Social Security, they take away my benefits dollar for dollar, depending on how much money I make.
Sure.
So if I make I don't know how to do the math on that, but
Well, if they're paying you $15 an hour, then you lose. Well, usually when we were estimating jobs back in the old days, we take the hourly salary and multiply it by 2,000 for a year's estimate. It's not exact, but we always used that when we were doing proposals. So,
anyway, I do
an
know
hour
at
be
some
$30,000
point,
a year.
after getting a job, I will lose my SSI and my food stamp card and my free phone service, and I will have to start paying for my own phone service and whatever. But
There's plenty of cheap phone services out there, though.
well, since the company I already use, the parent company is TrackPhone, I don't even have to swap SIM cards or phones or nothing. All I have to do is call the normal TrackPhone number.
Yep.
And tell them I want to transfer my current number from this service I'm currently using, the free government assisted service, onto their normal plan and start paying for normal.
Some of the things like Straight Talk and Total Wireless are TrackPhone owned companies. And depending on how you use your minutes and whether you need carryover or not, you need to look at those as well as looking at a straight TrackPhone plan. If you use a certain amount, just buying a regular TrackPhone plan, I had a friend of mine to do that, and some of his minutes would carry over. but you had to keep adding minutes every month, even if you had some left, otherwise you would lose.
Yeah. Yeah, because the way that works is I did that with my grandma's phone for a while, but she finally didn't like it because it was a smartphone. So she got back on normal AT&T plan, but I did that for a while and it was like $125.
Now my minutes don't carry over, but I'm paying $35 a month to Total Wireless. I
It was
go
like
to Walmart
100
and buy a card every month, then I get 6 gigabytes of data and unlimited talk and text. And that's enough for me because the data doesn't count if you're on Wi-Fi, and I'm home most of the time on Wi-Fi.
That's
I mean, it's rare that I use over a gigabyte and a half of data a month.
even if you are on Wi-Fi, I would still recommend that if you are on Wi-Fi to prevent it and make sure that you're not using any mobile data at all, to turn off your mobile data. That's what I do.
Yeah, well,
I completely shut off my mobile data when I'm on Wi-Fi, and I do the opposite. When I'm on mobile data, I turn off Wi-Fi, so it's not constantly searching for a Wi-Fi network, which will eat up battery.
yeah, mine's kind of nuts. Like I took my wife to get her teeth cleaned the other day, and waiting on her, I'm sitting outside of my truck. And there's a Smith's grocery store nearby. The signal's strong enough I can pick up the Smith's Wi-Fi, but it's not good enough to stream anything. So I have to turn off Wi-Fi and switch on mobile data if I want to watch anything. So situations like that, I'm using data, but otherwise not.
Well, I found out that if you want to watch YouTube, if you're limited on your data, and I've got into a habit of doing this anyway, even though I'm technically on unlimited data for the time being, is I will watch YouTube in either like 240 or 360p or 144p if I'm watching it on mobile data. And as long as you do that, it don't use a lot of data. But if you're trying to stream it on 1080 or whatever,
Well, I just
a lot of data.
take whatever comes automatically, and I've not run out of data yet. The most I ever used was about 5 gigabytes, not quite 5 gigabytes a day, and that was still within what the card buys me. So,
yeah, Gary, I got 2 questions. One, I sent you a link in chat, and 2, I got a thing today from Amazon. MSI NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 graphics card, 6 gigabyte GDDR6 for $590, or Alex left. Okay, we don't want to talk graphics cards. Or a Zotac Gaming GeForce RTX 3050 Twin Edge OC 8 gigabyte GDDR6 for $465.29. The consensus is I might want to wait. I wanted to see what you thought about that.
You're talking to me?
Wait, Greg, Ken, Rick, Jeff. Yeah, I am. Gary.
Where'd you put the link?
In chat in Zoom.
I
You
didn't see it.
should be the only one that gets it.
Oh, I still didn't see it. I just looked.
Yeah, let me resend it.
You got it one to Chuck's, it looked like.
Right, that's what I sent, was a link to Chuck's. That's the gentleman that Blackwatch was discussing one night with you, in case you want to go check him out.
oh, jeez.
Didn't Blackwatch having problems with Chuck? I mean, what was Blackwatch all pissed off about last night?
Somebody smarter than him.
I don't remember who he was upset last night. No, he actually gets along with Chuck. They kind of started off on the wrong foot, but they get along now, I guess. So what do you think on the graphics card? Should I wait?
Say it again. I don't see the repost it. I don't see it.
I didn't post the link. I'm just reading it from my email.
Oh. Send me the email. That's not personal. I'm short. I don't understand what you said. Or say it again, please.
Okay, so the first one that's offered is an MSI NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 graphics card, 6 gigabyte GDDR6 for $590. The next one is a Zotac Gaming GeForce RTX 3050 Twin Edge OC 8GB GDDR6 for $465.29.
Second would be better.
Okay. And then if you want to get into the third, fourth, and fifth one, the price goes to $629, $697, $687, $754.
Which is probably a 3060.
The actually the 754 is an MSI Gaming GeForce RTX 2060 Super 8GB GDDR6 256-bit HDMI/DPG whatever. That's pretty pricey.
The 2060 and the 3050 are both good buys. The first two.
Okay.
But I'd like to see the prices at least $100 cheaper.
Well, I'll wait. So,
But
Greg, is that pretzels? I mean, the steak wasn't enough for you? What's the deal there? A barbecue.
Pork rinds.
Oh, man. I think he was
My
upset with.
cardiologist would shoot me.
I think he was upset with Hawk last night. HAWK. I believe that's who he was upset with last night. And yeah.
Because I can tell he was upset because he doesn't normally swear. Last night he said the F word God knows how many times. I'm like, okay, Black Watcher pissed off about something. I didn't exactly follow him all.
You need to stick around after we end the stream more, because Black Watch and the F word, they pretty much go hand in hand.
or something else.
I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I bet he sits there with the stopwatch going, well, the stream's going to end about right. Speaking of that, how long have I been streaming? 56 minutes. Wow. Amazing. Can't really use the clock because I like it. Looks cool, but I can't really use it for time. Or I could look at Zoom's 57 minutes. So, yeah, I just
Sure,
wondered.
got pliers in his hand a second ago.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
But boy, he was on a rant for a while. You could tell from the expression on his face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was.
Jeez.
That may be I have to rewind it and turn the volume up on that.
So, 2 graphics cards taken that last night. He'll cut 6 zip ties tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets now.
Hope he never watches replay of your stream or he'll ban several.
What's the over and under on how many zip ties he cuts? Oh, I got to go check. Does anybody know if Ohio State beat Illinois tonight?
Nope, don't know.
I don't either. I know they were winning big at one point in time.
I didn't know either one existed. I'm not into sports.
He's going to spend 2 hours with fixing the damn cable instead of fixing the computer.
Yeah, college basketball is about all I follow nowadays, and it's dwindling. It really is on its way out.
So I heard an interesting stat today on the local news here. They were talking about college football. And last year, the attendance at the FBS teams, the ones that can go to the big bowl games, was down every place, including in the SEC.
Was that due to the current state of COVID, or was it due to what? Did they say?
They think it's just due to lack of interest. I don't know. We'll see, I guess, now that some of the restrictions are off. There's a big NASCAR race here soon, and there's going to be no restrictions at the track. So
should be a week from Sunday. I believe they're in Fontana, California this weekend, and I believe they go to Vegas either next week or the week after.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the schedule.
Yeah, Sports was having interviews with some of the drivers that are going to be there.
Now, you know one thing I would like to have seen when we were in Vegas is when they drive those cars down the strip. I would have loved to have seen that.
Huh.
Just from the sheer point of the noise of the engines coming down that strip. But I never did get to go down. Well, I just didn't take the time.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, it's an annual thing. They do it about, I think it's the Wednesday before the race. Pretty cool. And it's all 33 cars. It takes a minute to do it. Because the track's actually north of Vegas.
Yeah, it's
So-
off Interstate 15 up there
Yeah.
someplace.
Yeah. That's a big complex.
Yeah.
Real big complex.
Never been there.
There'd be 3,000 people come down with COVID about a month and a half.
They've run the fan between the back of the motherboard and the motherboard tray. Now, the back of the motherboard has very sharp, pointy solder points. So what happens when the computer's being shifted around and moved is those soldering points can pierce the insulation on the outside of the cables, short circuit, and that's right behind his RAM. That would be complete and utter devastation. There's voltage running through this, and to have it ground out against those solder points, because why? Because this case doesn't have proper cable management, and
Yeah. I guess I
long
will
as
send
you
him a
get-
photo of my cable management for
Well, he
critique.
don't wanna see mine. Don't wanna see mine either.
I think I'll send him a picture of Alex's cable management. See how he feels about that.
Yeah.
Now, I knew Alex was leaving. He was given instructions tonight. He had to be in bed by 11:30. So,
Yeah, well, I could send Kerry a snapshot of mine, plus, or something I did, he sent me a little case badge, and one of the things says inspired by Kerry Holtzman. I ought to stick that badge up by my crappy cable management.
I learned this from the best. Thanks, Kerry.
I suspect I would lose my blue wrench.
I'm nasty, I agree.
Speaking of Blue Wrench, when we got Robert up and streaming today, obviously I was the only one watching it, and I said,
I watched.
"Were you watching?
Yes.
Why didn't you compete with the first mod status with me then?" I don't know. Anyway, I put it in there. Can I be the first mod? Can I be the first mod? Can I? And he obviously did, but I was just messing with him. So I was pretty impressed. He did that really good once we got the capture card working. And then I left the Zoom to go listen to the audio because the audio literally sounded like they were 100 feet away from the microphone. But they fixed it. I mean, when I say they, Alex is the one that guided him through it. So he did good, though. He made 3 different sources, and it looked really good.
Oh, Robert?
Yeah.
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 I think Robert sounds pretty capable, actually.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah. He took the week, well, he took yesterday and today off, and then he's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so he goes back Monday. Primarily because of the weather. He showed a picture of the ice on the trees there, and they were getting some ice.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where he is. I remember I asked him the other night. He's someplace not too far from Memphis.
Right, he's west of Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
And Chris joined us.
Tennessee is divided into basically 3 geographic zones. Eastern Tennessee is like the Appalachian Mountain region, and
Right.
Middle Tennessee's up on the plateau. And then you start dropping down again to when you go to Memphis. So it was like during the Civil War, the eastern part was actually Union sympathizers. They didn't have enough to make the whole state go Union. But the farming and other stuff sort of corresponds to those 3 general zones.
Or as we say, the tooth and the toothless Jones.
Well, he's got it turned back around to where the motherboard's at. He's still ranting. You can tell he's ranting
Yeah,
because
I worry about his blood pressure sometimes and how high it gets.
Well, last night he was going on about how the stuff for the cooler was aimed the wrong way. The tubes said normally they go on the other side or something.
So, Rick, you saying that about blood pressure? What little
You
bit of
can
the
throw
race I
me.
got to see, they showed they got drivers hooked up to monitoring their blood pressure and their heart rate and whatnot. And they showed one guy at 200 and some odd mile an hour, his heartbeat was 97. Solid 97. Man, if I'm driving 200 miles an hour, my heart rate's going to be like 190-ish. But they're trained to do that, so I get it.
Well, that's how Dale Earnhardt was. He'd be doing 100 to 100 miles an hour when he was back in his days of driving, just calm and relaxed, just doing
Yeah.
his laps,
Yeah.
just sitting there driving like we do.
Yep. Oh, they're talented. I mean, and I bet you could take away their spotters and they really probably wouldn't lose much in their ability to drive around the tracks.
No.
Be cool to drive one time, I think, just like an Indy car. If I could get in an Indy car now, which I don't think I could. I think it'd be, in my younger days, I think it would have been really fun to get in one and drive it around the track just to see. And I'd be the guy
I don't know how
that,
much it costs. I've got at least one place, maybe two here in Vegas, where you can go and drive a fast car around the track.
they've got one that used to be south, but they ran into some trouble because one of their instructors got killed out there.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's still going or not. There's another one up near the track someplace.
Yeah.
At the NASCAR track. I don't
Yeah.
remember its name now.
I don't either.
Next time, Rick, you got to bring enough of those for all of us. If I could figure out how to reach through and grab one. For Greg's pork rinds.
Thank you, Tony. You beat me to
Here, grab a handful.
it.
I'll have to buy one like that sometime, and when you hold it up, I'll pull
Reach
one
in there,
out.
yeah.
I've seen commercials like that,
Yeah.
when they have the two cameras and make it look like you're pulling the thing through.
I was watching a TV show earlier tonight in between the basketball game, flipping back and forth, and a commercial came on, and the first thing that popped out was a lower third in the middle of the screen. And it's just, anymore, I don't watch TV as television. I look at it from the graphic editing point of view, and I'm like, damn, that's a lower third. Wait a minute, it's in the middle of the screen. I guess it would be a middle third. I'm kind of hoping that Scott.
What's that other software that you were playing with for quite a while?
I've got Blender still installed, and I've got Wondershare Filmora still installed. I haven't looked at it in a while. I've still got Photoshop. I dabble in it about every other week just to keep kind of current on what I've learned. DaVinci Resolve, I look at it.
Resolve.
Yeah.
Now, Resolve is free, right? Except
There's a paid
there
version.
are a lot of add-ons that cost quite a bit of money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the Wondershare you have to pay to get rid of the watermark. I don't like that. I love some of the effects in Wondershare. I really do. They are awesome.
You know the curtains and how they have like the.
Oh, got to switch back to Carrie.
Now you open it like a spider. You should try it when you get it when they don't, because they have the machine to the old one. Try it.
Blackwatch.
Oh wait, wrong one.
It sounds like Blackwatch.
One out of two, you open the wrong.
It is. I went to the wrong tab.
That's why I got a steak with it.
Oh, he's working on the fans, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm like, it sounded like Carrie, and then I'm like, wait a minute, his lips are not made. Oh, that's Blackwatch. So
Anyway, buddy.
Chuck looks like he's like frozen or something.
Well, I haven't seen spotted rabbits before. Have they been over mine?
Not sure, but it looks familiar.
No, Spotted Rabbit has one subscriber, has no content, and joined on February 18th, 2022. And why they don't go check that stuff out and figure out that it's just someone that's new to either the game or whatever.
Yeah. There's one or two guys in Carrie's stuff tonight that have really been critical. Not of Carrie, but of her. So it looks like some damn thing one of Linus's guys would have built or whatever. I don't know. Although, as I remember, Kerry and Linus had to run in a couple years ago.
All it does is make fun of Craigslist ads. He's fine. Come on, man.
Well, they're speaking
Well,
of
I
Greg
think I have an
Salazar.
opinion on that one.
I've heard the name. I don't remember who Salazar is. I heard
Down
the
in
name
Florida.
before.
He's
So-
got a YouTube channel. Does
Yeah.
deep
Yeah, I
cleaning-
knew he was on YouTube someplace.
Does deep cleaning PCs for free and
Oh, yeah,
fixes
okay,
PCs for free for people that are in the immediate Orlando area.
yeah.
Is that the guy that cleans them very, very, very detailed and meticulously?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Got
Yeah,
glass.
that's it, yeah.
Name on your carrier for something.
You can do pretty cable manager for me as long as I'm not waiting for the computer and you don't charge. I can just imagine him with the server while we're down.
Kerry looks like he's put some weight on.
I asked him if they want me to do pretty cable management or just want me to shove the cables in there and shove the sides on there. 99% of them just say
Shove
the
it in
cable
there.
there,
Yeah,
put the sides on.
yeah.
They don't care. They're not gonna see it. But they say if it has to come back for repair, it's your mess. I know that.
Yeah, kind of funny how that works.
Fortunately, not a lot of them come back for repair unless they really do something stupid. I got most of them trained though as to how to do things and what not to do, and most of them do pay attention. There's a few out there, guys mainly, that well, he says you can do that, but I'm gonna do it this way, and the whole thing just goes blank. Well, better call Rick. First question I ask is, what'd you do wrong? Well, I don't know. It just shut off on me. Oh,
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I do wrong? I did exactly what you told me to do. Not. So what's he doing now? I can't. He's got his glasses on. It looks like.
Got the fans out, man. He looks like one of those gadgets where you plug several things into the motherboard all
And
at
we're going
once.
to continue on with more information from last night's show, where I stopped with pretty much everything still as it was from yesterday's show, and spoke with the owner of this computer and got a lot more information to share with you, and we now have a direction that we can move forward. And I'll explain all of that as we proceed through today's show. I am going to try to wrap up today's show in 2 hours.
Because he got
Well,
the
he's already
password.
set a time limit. That's good.
To wrap it up in 2 hours. So, first of all, thank you to everybody joining me on this late night show. Temp with $10 Australian contribution kicks us off with a first contribution. Says, hey, Carrie, hope you were well. Always looking forward to your show. Thank you, Temp. Glad you're here with us. Welcome in, everybody else. I want to get right to the gist of tonight's show. First of all, I want to talk to you about the person who owns this computer.
This'll be
let me
good.
step up a little closer.
Lost his train of thought apparently and can't remember what he was going to say about the owner of the computer. I'm going to wrap up the stream. I have been 1 hour and I can't tell, 13 minutes it looks like. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Tony Wallow, as always, thank you for being here. I believe I saw a new guy in Jason, I can't say his last name, Berrykinman, maybe, probably butchering that. David N was here. That was just a favor coming back. I visited his show tonight while I was killing some time. He's pretty interesting to listen to. He's from the South. He's a veteran. We've got that. I'm not from the South. We got the vet thing in common. So I will end. I should be live really early tomorrow night. I think I'm going to shoot for around 8 o'clock my time. We will see. So I will end the stream. Thank you so much.
I was showing the